Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are. No, I'm not in Germany. No, I'm not in Bavaria. I'm in Mexico, Ameca. It's beautiful, right? So I'm here with a friend. He's just having a nap, and I had a nap too. No noise, no nothing, no radio, no TV, just the birds. Amazing, beautiful, wonderful birds with amazing, beautiful frequencies. I want to talk about something today which I feel is very important, and I have noticed more than ever in the last couple of months. I was never aware of it because there's something called like addiction, right? But there are many addictions, and we have toxicity which can come in all kinds forms and shapes. So one today I want to talk about is having a player gamer addiction. So a few days ago when I was no, actually, let me start a bit earlier. Okay, you don't see me today. Wait 1 second. Let me switch that so you can see me. Okay, I'm Aurena Gatifola. I'm a healer. I'm a seer. I'm a multidimensional being. I'm the admin of Dark Touring Group. So a few months ago, I was in Paraguay and I looked at the people and I couldn't see much light in their eyes, and I always felt they're like, I don't know, it was weird. I cannot explain it to you. It's like the skin was pale, the energy was pale, the aura was pale, and they were like kind of zombies. Not in a, I mean, I don't want to be rude, but that's what I felt and noticed, okay? And I couldn't explain it. Like, the man had a very amazing people, I have to say. I mean, every country has positive sides and negative sides, but every country and culture has certain characteristics. So in Paraguay, I realized that men are having a really weird, strange sexual energy, and the women were so amazing, kind, and like sisters, more than I have ever experienced all over the world. Then I thought, okay, because they drink that mate tea the whole day, which is kind of addictive because they run around with those big pots. Morning and evening, they start drinking mate tea, and we know that it has thein, which of course is like coffee. It's pushing your system, but actually when your body says, hey, I'm tired, I need to sleep, you will have like a cup of coffee or mate tea and you drink that. That means you're pushing your system, and it kind of puts you on a border of like a burnout, because you never give yourself rest when you need to rest. So then I noticed something else, and that is something I want to talk about today. It was that they used to play, or they are used to playing a lot of games. And then I realized one thing, because I love children, but even the children were so weird. I couldn't get along with them, not as a human being, but in a way of frequency, okay? I'm talking about frequency. They would be like really loud and really, I don't mind. I love children. They can be loud. They can play whatever. But it was, they would talk very loud. And I was like, why do they talk so loud? And then I realized, oh my gosh. And now I want you to look at yourself, being a parent or being an adult or being a teenager, whoever you are. So if you have a child, what do you naturally do to keep your child quiet? When you have an addiction yourself, like I have seen a TikTok video, which is in a way nice, that the father takes the baby, you know, so that the mother can take a shower or whatever, but then the father sits in front of the computer and playing a game really loud, and the baby, what does, of course, naturally, is getting used to this noise, which of course is not natural. And now, since I want to talk about frequencies, have you ever noticed the latest cartoons? When you look at the old cartoons, they have actually quite nice frequencies. But when you look at the latest ones, they have like this, and then they have all those like many noises at the same time, which is actually, when you take it as a human being in a natural form, it's overload. So if children watch those cartoons, if the children play those games, and you have the game which is fast moving, which is the screen, I want to come to that as well, which is having some song which is playing next to it, and then next to it there's another song which you play. It's like 3, 4, 5 different frequencies which are not even healthy. And when I was sitting a few days ago in the plane, I was really tired and wanted to sleep, and of course, a child sitting in a plane for hours, of course, it will be difficult, right? You want to entertain your child so it doesn't cry. But then the parents gave the child a tablet, and you could, for example, give your child a headset or get some games or, I don't know, cards or whatever. It was watching this cartoon. And then I realized the first time in my life, wow, that cartoon has a frequency which is so off, which was actually hurting my body and my ears. And then I went deeper into it, and then we have frequencies which are like B natural sounds, which are very healthy, which are heart frequency, which is like Bach, Mozart, Vivaldi, the Four Seasons, which is the frequency of 432, which is the heart frequency. Also 369, which is the Tesla frequency. There are healthy ones which are good and organic, and then we have ones which are imbalanced, which are going against our natural call it I know I'm saying this word a lot, but it doesn't matter. So then I realized, wow, so children from a small age, and even the adults, when they come home from work, not the children, of course, children come maybe from the kindergarten or from school, what they want to do is they want to release their stress and their pressure, right? Because in a day-to-day life, in a day-to-day routine, you have to function. You're like a robot. You have to do what you're supposed to do at your job. But sometimes you want to sleep, but you can't, so you drink your coffee. It creates more stress. Then you have to do more workloads and whatsoever, so you're totally burnt. Like that's when people have like all this crazy stuff going on. Then I was thinking, oh my God, because when I look at the computer, I can't do it for a long time. I was always thinking something is wrong with me, because I needed to ask my friends to look onto the web page and tell me what's there actually, because it was just too much for me. My eyes would get blurred, my brain would shut down. And I was like, how can people do this the whole day? What's wrong with me? Why can't I do it? But then I went to a friend's house who's into programming and IT. And then I looked at his, he had like a tablets next to the computer, and I was like, hey, what are those? They look like in the movies. And then he's like, oh, this is like amphetamine. And I was like, what is that? So it's something like Ritalin. I was like, what? I said, you're taking this? Why? Every day? And he's like, yeah. And it was like so normal for him. And I was like, why do you take that? Then he said, so I can focus for my work. And then it made cling, 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 cling. And I was like, oh my God, nothing is wrong with me. It's just human and natural that we are not supposed to stare at the monitor for like, I don't know, 24 hours. And then, because even a monitor has a lot of pixels and colors, right? When you look into the screen, if you go like really close to the screen, you can see the pixels and everything. And I was thinking, oh my God, so this is what people do. They get really stressed and they create more stress. Then they need tablets and whatsoever. Then even, and now this is the crazy part. Now listen, please, okay? There are two more things I want to talk about. So I noticed when people take Ritalin and amphetamine, even their frequencies, the way they speak, gets really loud, really annoying, and I could hear them from really far away. And I was thinking, why do I react in such a weird way when people talk? And that was my realization, that when people take pharma stuff like medication, even their frequency and their body changes, which of course makes sense because they're having low vibration. That means they're creating sickness in their body. That's what it is. Sickness is low vibration in their body. And it made all so much sense, and I realized so much. And now again, I want to say something. If you eat unhealthy stuff like, or drink Coca-Cola, Pepsi a lot, you are creating acidity in your body. Your body is not naturally neutral. It's not, the pH level is acidic. So if you go into the sun, which the pharma industry and the TV and media says, oh, if you go into the sun, it's you get cancer, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. Yes, if you have already an acidic body, of course you can get cancer, because already your body is in a negative vibration or low vibration or off vibration, call it as you want. So, but if your body is alkaline, you eat organic stuff, like I was eating those flowers here and the pears from the tree I plucked. It makes me really happy, and I'm always in the sun. I even look into the sun. No, I'm not blind. I'm very healthy, and that makes a difference. Your body gets charged by the light codes of the sun when you eat healthy and when you drink healthy. So being addicted to gaming, coming back to the topic, is ask yourself, if you want your child to be balanced and to express emotions, I have noticed that men especially express the emotions when they have sex. They can have a ventil to let it out. When they watch soccer, because they can scream and yell, or when they play Game Boy or whatever, because they can express their emotions. But shouldn't it be that children can just go out on the fields, in the park, and scream and yell? That's what I do when I used to look after my brother's children. I would go with them into the woods. I would let them run the whole entire day. I would let them scream. I would even scream with them, so they could just let it all out. And then when they would come home, they were like peaceful and sleeping and tired. And you want your child and yourself, even you, being a starseed, you want to be able to express your emotions, right? So my question is, why are you into gaming? Why so much? Why do you need like 5, 6 different sounds? Can you actually rest? Can you be in a place and just by yourself without anyone and anything? If not, you can always reach out to me, but you can of course just try it out and try to help yourself. I have a playlist on YouTube which is free of charge, and that shows you how you can help yourself. I have healing meditations which are very reasonable, and then of course you can get a healing session. And yes, I do charge money. It's a lot of energy when I work with people, but it's really fast, intense and strong. It really helps. But first of all, the most important part is, are you realizing, are you aware of what's going on within yourself? Because once you're realizing what's going on around you and within you, that's when you can make the change, because you want to make a change, not because someone tells you to. I love you guys very much, and talk to you soon. Bye. Da, da, da. And what you can do is just lean next to a tree, because trees and plants have a very healthy biomagnetic field, which is very good for our body and system. That's the best thing you can do. Bye.